Hi, my little wolf pups. Wolf here, and welcome to year 3 of Spider Clan. You should know the drill by now. We're gonna start out in Star Clan. The first cat in Star Clan this year is sadly Silktooth. I was really interested in him, but he immediately died the first moon to a spider, so I can't really say much. The next cat to die this year was Whisper Freckle. They died on a patrol with a dog that sadly got them. Before they died, Whisper was basically just hanging out with the elders. That's basically what they did. And they also hunted the best prey, apparently. They brought back lots of it. Sadly, this one hurt. The next cat that died was the 4-moon-old Caribou Kit. He was murdered, and I know who the murderer is, and we'll meet them in just like a minute. And it's sad because I didn't want him to die so young, but anyway. And the final cat in Star Clan is a Cavern Caw. He died in a cavern. This is basically a sinkhole, which I kind of find funny. He basically didn't do much. He was just patrolling and helping where he could. So let's move on to the Dark Forest. You heard me right. We have our first Dark Forest cat, which, if you don't know, is basically Warrior Cat's version of Hell. But anyway, this is Clover Snarl. He is 28 moons old, and he's troublesome and a good speaker, and he was Caribou Kit's murderer. And the same moon he murdered Caribou Kit, he was killed by a dog, so I don't know what that says about Star Clan and punishments. But he's been regretting everything, so we'll see where his story goes. So starting off with our living cats, Wormstar is still here. She has 6 lives now, though, because she lost one to Green Cough, and she also, right now, is in the medicine den for a broken bone that she got because she slipped on some rocks. She's also had 2 apprentices this year. She mentored a cat we will learn about, Nectar, insert suffix, and Mr. Kitty Whiskers, that's her current apprentice. So yeah, she's doing good this year. As I mentioned, Volcanostorm was in a romance with a cat that's from a different clan, and I think I know who it is, but I have them coded. Their name is Frigid Flex, so they might join our clan. Other than that, they've been getting along with their family more, and they've been hanging out with Flower, and they've been like chatting and gossiping at the clan, which I think is so funny. She's also a dog hunter like Wormstar, which is pretty cool. So Berry Paw got her full medicine cat name. Her name's Berry Creek, which is really cool, and now she also has her nephew as an apprentice. This is Time Paw. He's charismatic and a trusted advisor, which I think is really cool and good traits for a medicine cat. They haven't really done much. They've been basically out on patrols and stuff, and she's currently trying to help a few cats that have Green Cough and Wormstar that has a broken bone from falling off a cliff. So, not much about them. Hopefully we see more next moon. So Cloudy's had a really good year. She's not had to do very much mediating, but she has been crushing and got rejected from the Pacific cat I told you about last year. The main reason I think that cat basically had no love for her at all, and so I think she was just being a romantic, sadly. Our boy is back. That's right. I was able to get Shivering Quill back. Woo! So he got back on the 6th moon, so he hasn't been here very long, half a year. He is fixed, so since he was outside the clan. He also, when he got back, he immediately started teasing his brother about something and being his wingman, which I think is really cute. He also helped with some small dogs on patrols, and that's basically it for him. Speaking of his brother, he is in their first polyamorous relationship in the clan. So Rue is mated to Russet Lake and Violet Fogg. They are not connected to each other, just Rue Fleck. They're just connected to Rue Fleck and not each other, which is really cool. So first, let's go in timeline order. So I'm going to talk about Rue and Rue first. So she's not doing well at the beginning of the year. She got white cough, and also her immediately got with Russet Lake, and she expected kits, and she had kits. So we have bloodline stuff, and then like a moon after, Violet asked to be with them. So now we have a polyamorous relationship. And they're really cute. So Violet has been doing a lot of hunting and patrolling, and he chased off a large dog, which is really cool. And then Rue has been basically in clan all year. She, like I said, got white cough like the first half and then expected kids, so she had to revive from that. And then after that, she's just been like going on border and hunting with her mates, which is really cute. Russet Lake has been very righteous this year, enforcing most of the clan rules and stuff, and he even snapped at Violet for breaking one of them, so that's them this year. So we have a few new faces. This is Newt Splash. She joined at the very end of this year. She ate something she wasn't supposed to, and she was left by her housefolk. And then the next cat we have right next to her is a Reaper. They came out as trans this year, so that's really cool. And I'm scared about this cat because they are cold and have a deep, dark forest bond, so hopefully we'll be okay and they won't hurt us because they just showed up and wanted to join the clan. So, yeah. On the flip side of things, we also have Spice Husk that joined the clan. They have a deep Star Clan bond and is very insecure, and I feel really sorry for this baby. He seems like a really sweet cat. He's been seen to give his prey and moss to the elders, and then he doesn't, even though he doesn't hunt very well, whenever I send him on the hunting patrol, it's usually 50-50 if he catches something, if he's alone, which is kind of sad. This next cat was actually invited in by Kit, which was really funny. But this is Bloom Blush, and they are non-binary, and they just are kind of chilling in the clan right now. They are a very fantastic hunter, and I want them to get an apprentice to show them that. They're actually a good, very fast, so that helps with that. And yeah, they've been mostly shown hanging around like the younger apprentices and stuff, and like giving them jokes and starting a prank war in the clans, which I find really funny. And whenever I send Bloom out on a solo patrol, I swear they always encounter a dog, which is bad because I don't want them to die, but I guess if StarClan says that's how they'll die, I guess. So this is Mud Dart, and I'm saying that they are related to Rusted Lake because their ages would match up perfectly for that, and they also look really similar, so I'm just saying that they're siblings from the same litter because they're the same age. They haven't really done much this year. They mostly have been going out on patrols and encountering kitty pets that we've started turning away. So, yeah. So, our no good deputy is back, and he's not deputy anymore because he showed up on the last moon of this year, and it wouldn't make sense for him to get his own position back. Anyway, I can't wait to see where he goes. So, this is Urza. He joined the clan at the very beginning of the year, and he's been chilling out, learning the ways. He was invited by Sunpaw, which is now a warrior. You'll learn his suffix later. He also got an apprentice this year, which is really cool for him. He's also crushing on the new Ketan clan, which is Belle. She joined at the last moon of the clan as well. She seems really sweet and really pretty, and I can see why Urza has a crush on her. She hasn't done much, but I can't wait to see what we get from her in the future. Next up is our hopeless romantic, Hot Sauce. She's still pining over Oakstripe, which is a little bit sad, but she's been doing well. She's been reinforcing the camp and been hunting dogs, which good for her. She also invited in a kitty pet. This is Burger Call. Burger Call seems really cool. She's just been helping around the clan and been bringing everyone their favorite food, which is really sweet. She's also been wanting an apprentice, but I don't know if she'll get one right now because we have no kits. Maybe next moon she will. So all I can do is hope. It also seemed like Hot Sauce knew her outside the clan first because she was seen touching noses with a kitty pet. So maybe they have been bantering for a long time. I don't know. Only time will tell. Oak is doing a lot better this year. She rejected Hot Sauce twice this year, which is kind of funny. But then she's also been really happy. She's been going on patrols with both her daughters. And yeah. The next cat up is Gray Cave. They were from another clan. They joined the last year. Nothing I can really say except they have green cough. That's it. We have two new faces again. This is Shatterbird. She and her two kids came in on the second moon, which is really sweet. We'll meet her kids in a minute. She hasn't really done much because she was getting done birthing her litter, and she also is really good at hunting, which is cool. So yeah. Golden Fur joined in the middle of the year and got an apprentice, which good for her. She's also righteous and known for being really a stickler for the rules, and she's been mostly training her apprentice and talking to the Messing Cats, which is really interesting, so hopefully she sticks around. Tansy Call has had a really good year this year. She got some moth wings from her mother, which is really sweet. She's also been hoping for an apprentice. She didn't get one this time, but there are new kits on the horizon, so hopefully she will get one next year. She's mostly been seen talking to kitty pets and chasing them off the territory, which is fine, and she's also helped many apprentices with training as well. Speaking of apprentices, this is Nectar Speckle, and she was trained by Wormstar. She graduated at 14 moons, and she was originally a loner that we found on the edge of Wet Clan territory. As a warrior, she goes out a lot with Tansy Call, and they become really good friends, which I think is really sweet. Sunstreak was honored for his determination, which is really cool, and that seems right for him. He also got an apprentice by working really hard and showing off what he can do, so good for him. Eaglepaw made it home one moon after she left, and she was immediately named Eaglefade. She doesn't really know where she belongs in the clan right now, so she's just been hanging out with the Medicine Cats and older warriors to see where she fits. So I hope she finds her place back in the clan soon. So this is Firefluff. They originally hail from Wet Clan, which is really cool, and they also are gender fluid. So for this video, I'm gonna go by he, they for them. today. They weren't really mentored by anyone because they just basically were there for a moon and then got their warrior name. So I'm just saying that Oak helped them settle in. Anyway, on to the next cat. The next cat is one of Shatterbird's kits. This is Fallen Spots. He was honored for his warmth and he graduated early at 10 moons. He was mentored actually by Sunstreak. So, yeah. He turned out to be a prophet and very ambitious, and he's also been thinking about W goals, which I would totally be down for him. Grass Eyes is the second of Shatterbird's kits. She was honored for her loyalty, which is really funny because she's known for being very lazy and sneaking out of camp and tricking cats into doing her chores. So I don't know if loyalty should be what she's known for. So Flower and Warm had 3 kits, and this is one of them. This is the very adventurous Stemfeather. He has done very much. He was mentored by Tansy, actually, which is really cool. He hasn't done much, so hopefully we'll see more of him. Before we talk about the rest of the litter of Warm and Flower kits, we need to talk about Russet Lake and Rooflek kits. So the first one I'm drawing is the Ventress Little Wind. They are demi-male, so they go by he, they, and they're not done very much. Him and his sister are known for sneaking out of camp, which is kind of funny. Anyway, his sister is the venturous great kid sitter and good mediator, Owlheart, and they are both weirdos, and I love them. They were honored for their apprentice ceremonies. Little was honored for their resilience, and Owl was honored for her courage. So these two are quite the handful. This time around, Worm and Flower had all boys. So yeah, Flutterpaw is very daring and a great hunter. He was mentored by Clover until he died, and Belle took up his training. So we'll see how he does. And then we have Dawmpaw, another Dawn. I swear, Warmrise likes naming his kids after the sun. Anyway, he is actually mentored by Reaper, which is very interesting. So hopefully he doesn't get a dark forest bond. So yeah. So we have one last apprentice, Mr. Kitty Whiskers, that's actually female. She was found on the CinderClan border. And like I said, Wormstar is her mentor. She's really insecure and a mossball hunter, and I can't wait to see more from her. On to our elders. Warmrise and Flower are still here, and they're hanging in there. They've not done very much this year. They've just been chilling. Flower obviously had kits and had to recover from that. But their love is as strong, and everyone still thinks they're sickly lovey-dovey. We have also 2 new elders. This is Hazelstripe. He joined the clan at the middle of the year. His 2 legs abandoned him by the road, and he had a broken bone. So poor little guy. And then we have Dapplehope. She was abandoned by her 2 legs because she had green cough. The poor little thing. I hope they spend the rest of their days in peace here in the clan. That's it for this year for Spider Clan. Now let's move on to our other clans. Wormstar is still here for Spider Clan. In Wet Clan, Icy Star right now has water in his lungs because he fell into a river. He did not lose a life, but he's really sick right now. In Frog Clan, Sleepy Star lost 5 lives to green cough, so he's not doing well. Surprisingly, in Cinder Clan, Stripe Star also lost a life to drowning. He was trying to save a cat that fell. Luckily, he was able to save the apprentice. Obviously, we still have Volcano Storm of Spider Clan. However, in Wet Clan, we have a new deputy. This is Flood Dash, and he's the son of Ice Star, so I think there's a bit of favoritism right there. What happened to Frostbird is that he got an infection and a broken bone after falling off a cliff. Speaking of broken bones and infection, Moonfruit has an infection after she fought a dog and got badly hurt. She also has a permanent condition from earlier in this year where she fell off a cliff and has a weak leg now, so I wonder if she got hurt in the same leg. But anyway, on to CinderClan. Stonejaw is still here. She hasn't done very much, but I guess that's good since she's alive and stuff, and well, she's just been going on a lot of hunting. That's it. Our medcats this year, obviously, for Spider Clan are Berry Creek and Time Paw, but in Wet Clan, we actually have a new missing cat. His name is Cream Valley, which is adorable. He's playful and has very good insight on cats and people. So hopefully he'll help the clan and make sure cats don't die. As for Waffle and Sandytail, they both have a mutual crush on each other that I think is adorable, and I can't wait to see where it goes. In Frog Clan, Spots is still here, but I'm concerned about that because they killed a cat, so they're a murderer. They just killed a loner that just barely joined, so I'm really sad about that. Hopefully we get a new medicine cat soon so someone can take his place. In CinderClan, Molepaw finally got her full medicine cat name. She's known as Mole Growl, which I think is really cute. She's cold and a great hunter. Tremblefeather hasn't been doing a lot except basically hanging out with his daughter, which I think is really cute. He's really concerned about her because she seems really stressed. And he's also been hanging out with Stripe Star, making sure he doesn't die because he's getting up there in age. So, yeah, that's it for the medicine cats. So one of the other clans decided to also get a mediator this year, which is really cool. So obviously in Spider Clan, we have Cloudy Dawn. So from Cinder Clan, we have the very insecure but skilled mediator, Twig Drop. She decided to become a mediator this year because she realized that being a warrior wasn't for her. And her mate, Badger Howl, agrees with her, and so she became a mediator, and she's been helping with all relationships and stuff, so everyone's happy. Well, that's it for year 3. Hope you enjoyed, and make sure to check out some of my other videos. They'll be linked below or show up on screen. Anyway, see you guys next year. Bye!